If nothing else, Sunfire makes tank v tank interesting, no? I mean, the amount of damage both of us were causing throughout that fight is fucking insane. We were doing, at this point, we were probably... I know people always say, like, why did the tank out damage an 80 carry? But once Sunfire's procced up, yeah, actually, at least for the early stages of the game, you actually probably do outdamage the 80 carry. Something deals more damage as tank than lethality. Okay, so here's what I actually kind of hate about that whole concept. The whole, like, why did they deal so much damage while being tanky? Okay, now I want you to consider something, okay? At this point, Sunfire gives you a mere 350 HP, 30 armor, 30 magic resist. Sunfire does not suddenly make your character an unkillable super tank. Then you add the fact that in order to proc Sunfire, you need to stand next to enemies. And at least in my opinion, you end up with a situation where it's not really that weird that tanks can outdamage people with tank builds. The super mega tank that takes no damage doesn't exist anymore. What was the old super tank build? It was Sunfire, probably with an Omen, maybe a Frozen Heart, Thornmail, something like that. But that build doesn't exist anymore. Sunfire is no longer pure armor, and it went down in health, and it went up in price. Thornmail lost armor. Yes, did it gain HP? Yes, did it get a better effect? Yes, but the simple fact of the matter is it's less tanky. Yeah, there's just no such thing as mega tanking anymore. It's dead. So, as a dude who hates tanks, I can tell you, this is unironically probably the healthiest tanks have been in quite some fucking time. Why do you think I wasn't really complaining when they were overpowered and dominant? Because it just was not nearly as fucking bad as any other tank meta that we've been in. Anyone who hates on tanks in their current state probably has not fought tanks when they're actually like broken while being tanks. Because I'll tell you what happens. They use their base damage to run you down while building 2 tank items in a row that make them super fucking outrageously tanky. Their damage doesn't scale, so they eventually become useless. But for the early stages of the game, they literally just run up and beat the fuck out of you and you can't do anything about it. Of course I'm right. It was extremely fucking unenjoyable to play against tanks, even so much as last season, because if they were fighting a physical damage champion, they would just double stack armor items with Ninja Tabby and just beat you by basically right-clicking you and running forwards. And that's all they had to do.